here again. And I didn't expect to see PointFGC this fast again, but here we are. This is going to be the second and final match of the first round of the Pokemon League. We have Point Prometheus versus my personal friend. Well, Point Prometheus is my friend too, but my personal friend, I've actually seen this man in real life. DC, aka Father DC. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good one.
I like how becoming a dad is just added father to all my titles.
It's just Father DC. You know? How you doing, DC?
I'm doing good, man. My son's taking a nap. Getting ready for school, so we good. I probably got like another hour apiece.
All right, bet. This shouldn't take that long. Because I kind of want to watch the Super Bowl too, so we're trying to get this out the way. But DC and Point Prometheus, can you please tell me which teams you will be using so I can send the team sheet to the other participant?
I'm gonna go with team 2.
Team 2, okay.
I didn't label my teams when I sent you, so you'll see a team. The snow one.
Oh, bet. Yeah, I know which one that is. All right, give me 1 sec. Don't start it up just yet. I gotta send everything on. You said the second one, Point?
Yeah, I should have it still.
Oh yeah, I got it. I see it right there. All right, bet.
We're using the same code that was on before.
Yeah, I'll put it in again.
Okay.
All right, DC, I'm sending you his team. And DC, you said the snow one. Should have it right here. Oh yeah, okay. All right, and I'm about to send you Point his team. Why is Point's shit so? Oh, here it is. All right, there y'all go. Y'all are ready. All right, boys and girls, I'm ready when y'all are. Yes, if Sandbag shows, if Sandbag reveals himself, Burrito. All right, Point. What gangster song we gonna choose today? What song we got?
I'm honestly gonna stick with the Clavel one. I like that one.
Yes. I told you it was fire. All right, here we go. His team is set. Let's get it popping. DC has been practicing this team a little bit recently, so I want to see if he can pilot it to victory, or if Point Prometheus is going to get 2 points in the Pokemon League. All right. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Ooh, all right. Let's see what DC's finished. Got 42 seconds to finish up. All right, we ready to go? Let's do it. Let's punch it. Let me know if the sound's good for everybody. Let me know if I'm too loud, too low. Let me know if the game sound is too loud or too small. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Step into my office. The Iron Bundle and the Obama Snow go first. And we see the Volcarona and the Meowscarada. And the Snow Warding immediately comes out through the Obama Snow's ability. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, we're waiting on DC, see if he makes his move. The Icy Wing comes out. Almost kills the Meowscarada. But if I know what was picked from the Meowscarada, this may work out in his favor. The Heat Wave comes out, immediately decimates about. Nope, got the Focus Sash. And the Aurora Veil comes out. That protects. That gives you a Reflect and... Is it a Reflect and a Barrier? I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. Reflect and... How am I forgetting that? Whatever, you get two of those. The Trick Room comes out, so that Icy Wind is going to help the side of Point Prometheus. Already lowered its speed, so they might be able to go first on this turn. Alright, we were drawing the Iron Bundle. Sends in the Gastrodon. The Blizzard from the Obama Snow, 100% hit rate in the snow. Not very effective against the Volcarona, but the Meowscarada will go down. And we hear the Quiver Dance from the Volcarona. It's gonna raise its speed, which is gonna lower its speed in Trick Room. Here we go. Who are we sending out? The Sylveon. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. What we got? What's the next move? The Muddy Water. Avoids the attack, but... Oh, that's the one Pokemon, but the... accuracy goes down. Here comes the Hyper Voice. Takes out the Obama Snow. That Throat Spray raises the special attack. The Bug Buzz comes out. Does a lot of damage to the Gastrodon. And here comes the Roaring Moon, one of the most scary Pokemon in the format. And has that booster energy, speed is heightened. It's not gonna matter because that Trick Room is up. Let's see what happens here. That Roaring Moon looks scary though. He's gonna have to change his type though because the Fairy and the Bug on the side of Point Prometheus. Alright, here comes some Terra types. What we got? What we got? What we got? We're gonna change the Volcarona into... Whoa, is that a rock type? The Roaring Moon use Protect. Smart. The Gastrodon yawns the Volcarona. Might cause a switch here. Hyper Voice gets protected. But it almost takes out the Gastrodon. Not quite. The Terra Blast going into the Roaring Moon does not work. Doubling up the Roaring Moon slot again. Okay. Let's see what you got for us. Gashadon with the Earth Power. Oh my goodness. The Hyper Voice. Gashadon misses, but hits the Roaring Moon. And the Terra Blast. That's going to take out the Gastrodon. Only one Pokemon left. Oh, the Aurora Veil wears off, and the Twisted Dimensions return to its normal state. And the Iron Bundle is the last Pokemon left. Going to be the fastest on the field, but has to take out 3 Pokemon. Going to Terra Ice. We're trying to do as much damage as possible. And it's going to Terra Icy Wind. That doesn't kill the Volcarona. But the Volcarona is asleep. The Terra Blast coming out. That's going to be 10. That's it. And that's the first game. Point Prometheus putting in work. We're gonna go on to the second round. Second game. Can DC do anything to change this this team up? I feel like Point Prometheus shouldn't change up anything on this All right. Let's see what happens here. Can this snow team get DC to the promised land? Oh, that's true. That is true. All right. The Indeedee Armarouge. Okay. We love us some Indeedee Armarouge. And we see the Meowscarada Volcarona. Been putting in a lot of work today. Super effective on the DD. The Quiver Dance. Gonna raise special attack, special defense, and speed. The Dazzling Gleam comes out. It's gonna do a moderate amount of damage. Not too much, actually. But the Armor Cannon. You know where that's going. Straight into the Meowscarada. We're getting her out. And a crit. That didn't matter. That didn't matter at all. Alright. Let's see who the next Pokemon is. Going to be the Dondozo. So you know somewhere lurking, somewhere in the weeds, is that Tatsugiri. Alright, the Helping Hand. And it protected to the Dondozo. And the Bug Buzz from the Volcarona takes out Armor Rouge. My goodness. What a Bug Buzz. Here comes the bundle of joy. Alright, Iron Bundle could do a lot right here. Could have the freeze dry for that Dondozo. So if I'm on PointFGC side, the Follow Me comes out. You can't even touch the Iron Bundle. You know where I'm going with this freeze dry, right? The Heat Wave hits both competitors, does a lot of damage, gets the burn on the Indeedee. He's gonna die after this turn. The freeze dry from the Iron Bundle almost takes out the Dondozo, but not quite. Here comes the Wave Crash. Good thing that Follow Me was active. Indeedee took that hit instead of Iron Bundle. And here comes the Abomasnow. Snow warning. The last two Pokemon. Can we make something happen? Miracles have happened before. The Heat Wave. The Abomasnow avoided the attack, but not the Iron Bundle, unfortunately. And the Energy Ball goes into the Dondozo, knocks it out. But that Quiver Dance and that Heat Wave. What's in the back has to be the Tatsu. And it's going to be tough to take out both of these Pokemon now. We see the Terra come out. Terra Dragon. And if I know any Tatsugiri set, that Draco Meteor is coming out next. We're going to Terra on DC side. Terra Water. The Bug Buzz comes out. Oh my god, that did so much damage. And that Draco is going to end it. That Volcarona putting in a lot of work that round and that set. Very nice. My two participants, please come off of mute for me. Ooh, DC, I like that team though. I like that team. That team, nice.
The first game I got because I'm looking at the sheet you sent me. I'm like, I thought it. I'm like, it's still
So yes,
and I looked at that
point.
and what you sent me says Q Charm.
Mm-hmm. So the team sheet you sent me says Q Charm and not Pixelate.
All right, if I gotta take the loss, I'll take it. I'm sorry.
So that's up to DC. If he wants to, it can either be 1-1 or he can let you take it.
I felt it in my stomach. I was like, I messed something up.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there. I was like,
so yeah, DC, I'm gonna leave it up to you. It could either be 1-1 or you could let him take it.
I gotta pay attention more.
Okay,
let's see what else I messed up.
What can we just make it 1-0? Does not count the first game and I'll play through it.
Bet we can do that.
All right.
I'm just looking at my thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything else lined up, but I'm sitting there like,
because yeah, DC did bring that to my attention before the start of the second game.
That's my mistake. Okay, that was huge. Charm, flame body, define commander. I'm unaware. Okay. Everything else is good. Just
everything else looked great. All right, be right back.
It's going to all right. So point is going to be reset to 1-0, and we're gonna run it through again.
Hey, real quick, let me grab my kid. He just woke up.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Point, you got to be careful with these team sheets, Point.
Yeah, I did it too fast.
Cause he messaged me. He was like, "Oh, it says Q Charm on the sheet." I was like, "Oh, but you have all normal moves."
My bad.
So yeah, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I am a lenient master of the Pterodome. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna go ahead and restart that match. But you did win the second one, so you won the second one.
All right, I'm back.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, that's why we got to be careful, chat. Anyone that's in the Pokemon League, make sure you check them team sheets you sent me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they say the right thing now. All right.
Impressive.
We're going into some overtime games. We love to see it. Miss Sad Lad, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Very impressive indeed. All right, chat, we're going to get back into it. If DC wins this, it's going to be 1-1. If Point Prometheus wins this, it's going to be a 2-0. And who is going to be brought? All right, debating on 3 Pokemon here. All right, locked in. We ready to go. This is going to be a good one. Point Prometheus versus DC. 1-0 after the mistake on the team sheet. Here we go. We're starting with the Indeedee Roaring Moon. We're getting started early. And you know that Follow Me coming out next. And that photosynthesis boost from the booster energy. We're raising the speed. Where is that Roaring Moon going to attack? And is the Indeedee going to attack? Are we communicating? We waiting to see. A lot of things this Roaring Moon can do. Protect from the Meowscarada. Roaring Moon use acrobatics into the Meowscarada slot. Good protect. The Indeedee used Dazzling Gleam. Protect. But it's going to hit that King Gambit. Not for too much. And a Kowtow Cleave. We're going into the Indeedee. Yep, and the Indeedee's gone. Very good play with the protect from the Meowscarada. Alright. Now with the Gastrodon. The Meowscarada pressures this Gastrodon a lot. And also we got that King Gambit on the side. Can make things happen. We saw what one Kowtow Cleave did against Ronin Pandas. Gastrodon used Protect. Roaring Moon, Acrobatics. That Meowscarada is going to live on the Focus Sash. Remember, that Roaring Moon is probably the fastest thing on the field or on anyone's team. That knockoff is not going to happen this time. King Gambit, Iron Head, into the Roaring Moon, does have damage. That Meowscarada is on death's door. But there's a lot of fear in targeting down that Meowscarada because it does have Protect. Can eat the both hits from Gastrodon and the Roaring Move if DC decides to go for that. You gotta worry about that King Gambit. Still at a lot of health. Here comes the Terra Change. Into Terra Dark. We're going for damage. Roaring Moon protects. Very smart. Meowscarada protects. King Gambit, Iron Head, not gonna work. Not this time, bucko. Muddy Water. It's a little dirty over there. That's that Swamp Water right there. Going into the King Gambit, not gonna do too much. No Lord of Accuracy either. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, the Meowscarada switches out. We can use her later. And the big Dozo. The Terra type coming out. Roaring Moon going to switch. That Terra flying. We are doing damage now with this Acrobatics. Acrobatics, which slot is it going into? Into the King Gambit. Doesn't kill. Unfortunate. And the Kowtow Cleave. Into the Gastrodon slot. Doesn't kill it either. The Muddy Water. And that finally kills the King Gambit. This is bad for the side of Point Prometheus. What do you have that can counter the Acrobatics? That King Gambit had Sucker Punch on it. Both the Volcarona and the Meowscarada are going to immediately die from an Acrobatics. But we got the Dozo. 3 Pokemon to 3 Pokemon. Let's see what happens here. What's the next move? Oh, okay. The double switch? Gastrodon uses Protect. Acrobatics, where's it going? Into the Meowscarada slot. I think Point Prometheus made the... Did Point Prometheus make the call? Terra Blast. He didn't make it. He didn't make the call. He didn't make the call with Dondozo. I thought that's why he switched, because he wanted to get a free switch in back to the Volcarona after the Roaring Moon died. But no, 2 Pokemon left. This is going to the wire. Acrobatics. Yeah, that Volcarona's dying off that. That's not living it. 1 Pokemon left. Now, if I was stuck in a dark alley and I only had 1 Pokemon, the Dozo. That doesn't kill! And here comes the yawn. And that could be the end of the road. It could be very well be 1-1. What you got for us? To protect from the Roaring Moon. Gonna wait till they go to sleep. Yeah, the double protect. Smart play. Yeah, man, the Dozo is going to go to sleep. And the Dozo can wake up the next turn, but it looks like we're just going to call it a night. No? We're going to call it a night. R.I.P. Dozo. And it's 1-1. Very smart play from the side of DC. Very smart play. And this is where messing up that team sheet goes against you, because now DC has seen your team in action twice, and now has seen it in action 3 times. Yep, gotta stick with the same team, but what is going to be the order of Pokemon this time? All right, let's see. Is he gonna bring? Oh, okay. Hey, listen, you know, this is gonna be fun. Final match. Bulbasaur, I choose you. You already know, man. Here we go. The final match. Roaring Moon and Indeedee again. Where's the ground? The Meowscarada and the King Gambit. What's going to be different this time? Booster energy. The speed has been heightened. Let's see what's going to be any different here. Alright, let's see what DC chooses here. Last game he went straight for the acrobatics. What's he gonna do this time? And DD goes away. And the Gastrodon comes out. And the Terra type change from Point Prometheus. Gonna change it into the Dark type. The Acrobatics, yep, gonna take that Meowscarada down to 1 HP. Then knock off into the Gastrodon, knocks off the Covert Cloak. Oh, but that Iron Head doesn't kill. Roaring Moon, still the fastest on the field. Alright, what are we looking at here? That Terra Dark. Roaring Moon uses Protect. Protect from the Meowscarada slot. Okay. Is the Gastrodon going to protect? No, the Kowtow Cleave comes out. That's 2 Pokemon gone. I can tell you that right now. The Roaring Moon can still do a lot of damage. Especially now that King Gambit does not have that steel typing. Here comes the Bundle of Joy. The Bundle of Joy. Which way are we going with this Meowscarada? Acrobatics comes out. Doesn't do too much. Flower Trick. Iron Bundle. Dead. Crit. Because it always crits. Dead. And the Iron Head comes out, and that's it. That was quick. And that's the end. Point Prometheus takes it. Almost. The Indeedee. But that's it. Versus 3 Pokemon on the side. There's literally there's little ways out of this. Like there's very little ways out of this. And Point Prometheus takes it. 2-1. My goodness, what a patch of sets, boys.
GG's. I thought my Iron Bundle was gonna outspeed.
I thought it was gonna outspeed too.
A fucking Gastrodon, man. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
All right, so that is a solid 2-1 point. You need to update your team sheet. But how did you feel? How did you feel about that set?
Supposed to be, that's perfect. Wait, who's going first?
You Point. How did you feel about that set?
Without Sylveon to be in there to kind of scare away the Roaring Moon, that made it significantly harder.
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
that match I lost, it was just a matter like I couldn't do anything with Dondozo that would be like even slightly effective because I knew it had Storm Drain.
Yeah.
So I was like in a corner. So when I came out, and then the next match, I Terra Darked right off the bat because I thought he was going to Dazzling Gleam, and I knew that King Gambit would be able to take that really easy. And it would have procced Defiant, or it would have procced my weakness policy, and I was trying to sweep from there. But it had me like holding my breath a little bit because he switched out Indeedee, and I went for the Iron Head anyways on the Roaring Moon, but it still did more than enough damage that I needed it to because King Gambit's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I was surprised Iron Head did that much damage. I was like, God damn,
that was rough, and obviously it was my fault because I fucked up the team sheet.
it's all good. I literally sent Vic like a team 3 times. So I was like, wait, I forgot this. Hold up. But I was saying, hang on. But no, it's all good, man. That was good. That was fun. I really, man, that King Gambit, I just couldn't get around it. All that damage.
So yeah, DC, what do you have to say about the set right there? How'd you think it went?
I think it went well outside of like the first game. Once I realized, like when it came into the second game, like the snow just couldn't, the snow and ice thing just didn't do anything against his team as a whole. Um, like it's just too much offense to get through it too quickly. So I just was like, all right, I'll just go offensive back, and it worked out in that game three really well. Um, I should have. I was worried about a possible trick room from Yaskarada, and
Yeah.
I really wanted to kill it right away. So I should have actually just sacked Ndidi and took the dazzling game and killed it. But doubling up into it, I probably would have felt better from there. But yeah, I would have hit that weakness. I would hit the weakness policy and probably would have lost from there anyways. Yeah, I felt solid. Yeah, it was just that team into the one I had picked for this was just really bad because I couldn't even do armored stuff because he had too many dark types to switch into. So I
Yeah.
couldn't just like spam expanding force either.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I let y'all choose at least 3 teams, so that those matchups come into play. You got to think about it a little bit. But no, that was. Thank y'all so much. That was a very great set. I'm sure the chat loved it. I definitely loved it. It was great. And yeah, y'all are good to go. I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah,